sort of like what you would see at a Chiawana, and just bring 5 guys every single play.
David Faitete has said that actually maybe the opposite of things. It could be seen a 6-man front at times where you're walking linebackers up as well when they get into their power look. So these Kennewick Lions, 6-2, they're 5-2 in the conference. They're going to be the number 1 3A team. They have locked that position in. What are they playing for tonight? They've lost their last 2. Lost to Chiawana, lost to Kamaikan. No shame in that. Those are 2 very good teams. So is Kennewick. Kennewick's playing for seeding.
Absolutely, they do not want to. They do not want to lose another spot in seeding as it is right now, and they'll probably be in the top 3A team, get a home game. They'll probably be within that top 8 teams, possibly. We'll see. We'll see. I mean, there's some awfully good football teams in the state of Washington again.
32 teams in. Top 8 means you're guaranteed a couple of home games. You fall outside of that top 8, and they reseed after next week's round. So Kennewick and Southridge are both going into the state playoffs. Hermiston is going into a Week 10 crossover game. They know their season will end at Eastern Washington University's Roos Field against Cheney next week. So Hermiston does have one more to play for after this one. This is the final time tonight on Kennison Field for this group of Bulldogs. It is lightly raining here as we get ready for a kickoff this evening, and we are, and for the first time in a little while, with a less than perfect Thanksgiving, a little ahead of myself. Halloween at night, 49 degrees, however, with the rain falling this evening as Ethan Velasquez gets ready to tee it up for the Bulldogs, who will kick off towards the high school, and there's not really a whole lot of wind to go along with the weather we've got here. The weather forecast is brought to you by Intermountain West Insulation. You are looking at a night where it might make sense to have quality gutters to prevent water damage to your home's exterior and foundation. Contact Intermountain West Insulation to get your free estimate on quality gutter installation. Deepest in a triangle setup to receive the kick is Alex Roberts, the starting running back. Kicked away from Roberts, angled over towards the Kennewick sideline. Roberts will take it on a bounce at the 10, moving across the 5 at the 20. Zigzags back to his right, makes a man miss at the 25, tripped up. And Roberts ends up down a return of about 27 yards up to the 37-yard line, and Kennewick's offense will take over there, led by the junior quarterback, Dominic Driver. He stands 6 feet tall, 175 pounds. Alex Roberts will be in the backfield with him. The receiving targets, the top 2 targets are the brothers Chavez, Dane and Dirks. And Chase Taylor and Jaron Lizama round out the receiving core. 3 of them to the left, 2 options to the right. Empty backfield, 1st and 10 for Driver from the 37 right hash mark. The junior quarterback for Kennewick will take the snap, looking left, now back out to the right, dumps it off in the flat. He's got space there, and Lizama's got the first down across the midfield stripe, tripped up into Hermiston territory at the 48-yard line. Opening play of the game is going to go for 16, and the Lions are on the run. They are running behind left tackle Robbie McMillan, left guard Maze Mayovsky. Yes, the name is recognizable. This is the bigger younger brother to Miles. Parker Stemp at center. J.C. Cadena starts at right guard. Benjamin Edwards, the right tackle. First down and 10 from the 48 in Hermiston territory in the opening drive of the game. Driver, hands in front, takes the snap, turns and hands off to Roberts. Roberts running right, tripped up and out on the side, is pulled down for a loss. Back to the midfield stripe, 2 yards backwards.
Henderson on the stop there, Eric, on that one there, and did a great job of coming in hard.
Nate Henderson, the sophomore, was questionable tonight. He is banged up, but able to go. He's on one cornerback position. Tanner Wicks on the other. In the linebacking core, Cam Vanoy and Cole McCamey. Nathan Welty at the Superman position. Cash Edwards, Malachi Covarrubias, and starting in his senior at Omar Lar Garcia on the line. Second down, 12 to go. Driver in the shotgun set with Roberts standing a step behind him. Rolling out to the left, looking to throw. Driver still with it, pulls it down. Driver will run himself. Has positive yardage and trips at the 43-yard line. Driver ends up scrambling for about 8, and it's Edwards and Henderson there on the stop. James Young out there at one secondary position, and Tabor Mills roaming the free safety spot. Lineups brought to you by Rogers Toyota. Visit toyotaofhermiston.com to check out their new and pre-owned vehicle specials. Find your dream car and get any specialized service you need at Rogers Toyota in Hermiston. 2 minutes into the game, opening drive for Kennewick, a 3rd down and 5 at the 43. Near the left hash mark, Driver with Roberts behind him will hand to Roberts, running right side. Roberts gets stood up at the 40-yard line and shoved back, a 3-yard gain, but 4th down and 2 facing Kennewick. And an early decision for the 6th-year head coach, Randy Affolter. 31 years in charge of football programs, now 6 years at EKU, the affectionately nicknamed East Kennewick Uglies. This would be the type of play for East Kennewick Uglies here, 4th and 2 at the Hermiston 40. Dominic Cisneros out to the right. Tight end power to the left with Roberts standing behind Driver on this 4th and 2. Offense going to go. Give to Roberts. Roberts running left. Cut back to his right. Does have the 1st down yardage, falling forward to the 37-yard line. So the Lions are able to move the chains. Check that, not Roberts. That was Kanan Hayes, the senior running back, giving Roberts a spell in the backfield. So Hayes' first touch provides a 1st down yardage, and the Lions on their opening drive 3 minutes into the game have 1st and 10. Middle of the park at the 37-yard line. Lizama wide to the right side, and Dane Chavez is out to the left. Tight ends each way. Hayes in the backfield with Driver, the junior quarterback. Straight drop to throw. Time. Deep ball right side going over the top and bobbled at the goal line. In. Touchdown. Bobbled, and Lizama was able to haul it in. 37-yard score down the right sideline. Some perplexed Bulldogs on the coaching staff. Palms to the sky. They're not seeing if it's raining. It is. They want to know how he was in as he bobbled it on that far sideline.
Yeah, it didn't look like he had full possession of it, but, you know, I mean, we're quite a ways away from that far corner.
Tanner Chavez will attempt the extra point. And the Lions with 8:30 on the clock. Hermiston jumps early. James Young trying to get an early start is not able to get there on the right timing of things, so Kennewick has an option. Lions will decline the offside. Driver's already got his knee down and the tee down for Chavez, the senior right-footed kicker. Good snap, holds there. Kick is good. And 7-0 with 8:30 left in quarter number 1. Bulldogs get their first touch of the ball when we return on AM 1360 KOHU.
And that was Lizama.
Jonathan Ortuna, the sophomore kicker, hammers it away. And Starr has it, bobbles it at the 2-yard line, moving out towards his sideline to his right, and will run out of bounds. Shepherded out around the 13-yard line. Return goes for 11. Actually, we'll pull it back to the 12, make it a 10-yard return for Starr and Hermiston's offense. Starting lineup brought to you by Rogers Toyota. The freshman Kyle Stasek gets his second consecutive start in the quarterback position. Sophomore Cole McCamey will be in the backfield next to him, with Hayden Larson out with a broken finger. Gio Gonzag not available this week as well. H-back Max Shulhonic is out. Cash Edwards will start in his stead. And the wide receiving core, Nathan Welty, the senior. He is one of the healthiest to make it all the way here from a start to finish for this Bulldog team. Will be out wide to the left side. Ryan Allen is inside of him in the slot. Right side throw to Tabor Mills, knocked out of his hands, incomplete on 1st down and 10. It was batted out by Dane Chavez.
Nice job, nice pass, nice quick glance that time, Eric, and right on the money with the ball, and just better defensive play.
8:21 on the clock, 7-0 Kennewick, and for Hermiston, 2nd down and 10. Stasek looking to throw again. Blitz throws high left side, out of the reach of the cornerback Jaron Lizama, who was the closest to it. So the incompletion will bring up 3rd down and 10. Trying to hold off this very aggressive defense at the line. Stephen Hoffbauer, the senior, at left tackle. Omar Laragacia at left guard. Keegan Harshberger is at center. Isaiah Sparks starts at right guard, and Ruben Fernandez, the right tackle. Ball out of bounds as Stasek scrambles and runs. Stasek steps out about the 17-yard line, about a 5-yard gain on 3rd down, but a 4th down, and Hermiston will have to punt. And it's a drive that only takes about 35 seconds, Sonny.
Yeah, that's not what you want to have. You've got to be able to sustain a punt or drives on this team.
Alex Bursley is back to return the kick. He's staying at the midfield stripe as Ethan Velazquez has it to kick away at his 2. Snaps there, kick is high over the top of 3, coming in to block. Bounces and rolls away from Allen. Takes a Hermiston roll, and around the 47-yard line is where the Bulldogs will touch it up. So on Hermiston's side of the 50, Kennewick with a 7-0 lead has the ball back. Bulldog football on your hometown radio station is brought to you in part by Devon Oil Circle K. It's nice to treat yourself after having to fill up the gas tank. Extra nice when the treat is just 99 cents. Stop by Devon Oil Circle K. Get your favorite fountain drink for just 99 cents, any size. Lions are 6-2. Last week, the offense had trouble sustaining drives against Kamaikan in what ended up being a 7-6 loss. Missed extra point, missed field goal at the end that could have won the game. 1st down and 10 from the 47. Handoff, left side run, and to the outside goes Hayes, and Caden Hayes still on his feet across the 40. Out near the numbers, pulled down at the 37-yard line.
McCamey on the stop that time, but a nice 9-yard run by Hayes.
Lions 2 weeks ago, it was at Chiawana, and at Edgar Brown Stadium they lost 24-6. Those are the only 2 bumps on the road for the Lions into another state playoff performance. 2nd down and 1. And again, Hayes in the backfield. Pull out, Driver has it, rolling right. Driver, still time, will throw on the run to the right sideline. Lizama has it, flag out. Did he pull it in before he was forced out? Given the catch at the 18-yard line.
Oh, that's unfortunate. That did not look like it.
It looked like he got pushed out and wasn't able to drag a foot. But what is the marker back around the line of scrimmage here? A long, slow developing play, and sure looks like Kennewick is going to be the first one that is booked.
To get a
ineligible downfield.
Yeah.
Again, I think it was the long developing nature of that. Hermiston did lose a touchdown early in the game last week at Edgar Brown Stadium. for an ineligible man downfield. Upon further review, that one was a touchdown.
Yes.
A fantastic catch made in the end zone, but all for naught. After the penalty, 2nd down and 6, back at the 43-yard line. Driver to throw, rolling out to the right. Driver stretching the play, dumps it underneath, and Roberts has it. The back is hit, though, in the backfield. Loses another yard back to the 44-yard line.
Looked like Vanoy and Welte there for the stop.
Welty stands out on any field he stands on because this year, his senior campaign, he chose lime green shoes. The only time he wasn't wearing them was at Lewiston, and he and Vanoy switched shoes for some reason. 3rd down and 7 to go at the 44. Right hash mark set. Driver will hand off, and this one is snuffed out. Maybe a yard gain back to the 43-yard line for Roberts. Hermiston forces a 4th down and 6. And Kennewick will send the punt team out. Dominic Echeverria in on the stop for Hermiston. And some pressure off of the edge as well. Helps slow down Roberts. So Hermiston forces a punt. Sean Youngblood, the senior. Right-footed kicker out to get it away. High pressure, gets it away before Welty gets to him. Mills backtracking, lets it bounce at the 5, and it spins out of bounds at maybe the 4-yard line. Marked at the 5, it was a fantastic punt by Youngblood.
Yeah, absolutely. Nice high punt, angling towards the corner there, and no chance for anybody to come get it.
Bulldogs do force a punt. After the short field, they've got a long field in front of them. See if the offense can click with 5:38 on the clock, quarter 1. 7-0 the score in favor of the visiting Lions. McCamey and Stasek with their heels on the goal line. Stasek, the freshman, will keep. And the quarterback maybe advances it across the line of scrimmage by a half yard. The game plan offensively, respecting how fast and how well this defense plays, is Hermiston wants to, for the most part, we're told, get the ball out into space on the outside and hope that they can just get it out there quick enough and secure it to use the quick passing game as an extension of the run game. McCamey to the left shoulder of Stasek, 2nd down and about 9 from the 6. Give to McCamey. McCamey running right trouble. McCamey pulled down. They give him the 4 for forward progress. Colin Wilborn, the nose tackle in there on the stop, along with defensive end John Wright.
Yeah, and that far in there, Eric, that has got to be an automatic boom play right up north and south. It can't be any looking for any hole, anything, not when you're down inside your own 5.
Heels back on the goal line on 3rd down and 11 to go. Hand to McCamey, left side run, gobbled up again. Outside zone, and it's just too quick into the backfield again. The same two, Wright and Wilborn, the 2 senior linemen, get back there. McCamey loses another yard or 2, uses 2 yards that time. 4th down and 13. 4 minutes remaining in the first quarter. That clock is spinning. Ethan Velasquez is going to be kicking out of the back of his end zone, and Kennewick's got almost everybody up at the line. They're coming after it. High snap, and it drives Velasquez out of the back of the end zone. High snap, and he stepped back for a safety. 3:47 on the clock in the first quarter. There's nothing Velasquez can do on that one.
No, it's not. And, that shame on the Hermiston offense that time for not giving any breathing room there. They've got to get some push. No matter what they got to do, somehow, some way. It's got to be quick hit, right up the middle. Kennewick is way too strong and way too quick to try and get the edge from the direct handoff in the backfield.
And I guess that's the second piece to it is there is a lot of credit, a lot of admiration. Kennewick's defense is as good as any in this conference, up there with the Chiawana River Hawks.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
They have speed, they have experience, and that is the one thing that we've highlighted over and over. Hermiston just does not have is experience because of the number of guys over here on this sideline who are not able to suit down for their senior night because of injuries. And the kick for Velasquez, he will kick this, not punt it, so teed up on the 20. And Roberts is the deepest of returners. Cooper Neer is to the right, shorter than that. It will be to Roberts. Takes it about the 30-yard line. 45-50, breaks a tackle into Hermiston territory, still on his feet, fighting his way inside the 40-yard line down to the 39. So a really fine return, 31-yard return. And Kennewick up 9-0 as a short field with 3:38 left in quarter number 1.
And McCamey in on the stop again, Eric. He's got a handful of tackles already in this game, along with Henderson, being forced to come up and make that hit really tough.
Columbia Orthodontics scoreboard also in action tonight. Southridge is at Wenatchee, and at Lamson Stadium, Richland and Kamiakin are playing. First down and 10. And at the 44-yard line, Dominic Driver, shotgun set again to throw quickly near side, completed to Taylor. Chase Taylor, the junior, taken towards the Hermiston sideline and down to the 28-yard line, first down yardage on an 11-yard pitch and catch. We know what Kennewick can do on the ground. I kind of figured they would try to see if they could get the passing game clicking even a bit more as they came in here tonight. And they've given Driver some early opportunities. First down and 10 to go at the 28, Hermiston left hash mark. It's a quarterback change. Bradley Parker in on this. So Bradley Parker threw that last pass. Handoff down to the 21-yard line. 8 yards or so for Roberts. Now that part I didn't expect. Sophomore Bradley Parker, 6 feet tall, 175 pounds. They'll go full house with him in the backfield. Cooper Neer back there to one shoulder. Timeout called before they could set up for that second down and a short play. 2:26 left, quarter number 1, 9-0 Kennewick. And at 9-0, it is a 2-score game, but it is not a huge score line. It's early on. There is this sense of, and David Faitete talks about it a lot, there's no reason not to be optimistic, not to believe that you have the ability to game plan. You have to be able to put yourself in a situation to have success. Any game is winnable. Is this one incredibly tough? Yeah, Kennewick is a very good team. So now the question is, can Hermiston create some bounce to go their way? It's about finding some momentum early.
Absolutely, and that's, I don't know. Maybe they're just taking a look at this, this other quarterback, junior quarterback, just briefly here, but they're running in a full house backfield right now. My goodness.
Near left, Wilborn right, and Hayes is a step behind Parker. The sophomore turns and keeps it. Running out to the left and will dump it to Cooper Neer. Shoved out of bounds, flag out. Back near where the pass was delivered. Maybe Parker was actually too far downfield when he delivered that pass.
Yeah, we'll take a look at it because they did go ahead and I did not see what he just signaled.
Ineligible downfield is another penalty against Kennewick. And so that's just 5 yards back, and it's replay the second down. At second down and about 8 to go at the 26-yard line. They'll keep this power backfield with Bradley Parker, sandwiched between two tight ends, and Hayes behind him. Dive to Hayes, bounces out to his right. Hayes tripped up just short of the 20-yard line. Pulled down after a gain of about 6.
McCamey on the hit again there.
There wasn't a question as to whether or not Cole McCamey could be a able body in there for Hermiston at the inside linebacker position. He had been playing plenty of defense, just not necessarily starting above Hayden Larson or Parl Shorts, the two leading tacklers on this team. But the question was going to be, Cole's going to have to play both ways tonight, starting at running back because of those injuries and starting at inside backer. Hayes again, no, kept by Parker, and he's thrown down. Back into the backfield was Henderson, who gets to Parker, and the sophomore is sacked.
Nice job that time by Henderson coming and forcing, what was that, 8-yard loss?
Offense will stay out there on 4th down and 12 at the 30-yard line. Parker, the sophomore, rolling to the left, will throw on the run towards the sideline. This one's going to be close as Young forces out Taylor right around the 18-yard line. It looks like Kennewick's got enough to move the chains. The ball has been spotted across the 12.
Yeah.
And it is enough to move for a first down. 12-yard gain, 32 seconds remaining in quarter one. And Kennewick does convert the 4th down and 12. Trying to add on to their 9-0 lead at Kennewick Field tonight. Alex Roberts is the senior, a step behind Bradley Parker in the backfield. The sophomore in at quarterback on this 1st and 10 for the 18. Left hash mark set. 3 receivers to the right. Give it to Roberts. Roberts running right side. Roberts churning his way to the 15-yard line, a pickup of 3.
Echeverria on the tackle that time, Eric. Nice job.
And I'll tell you what, Henderson may not actually get official credit, but he's in there at the end of that play again and out at his cornerback position. He's just incredibly active getting around the ball. Kennewick's going to let the final seconds on the first quarter roll out, and they will take a 9-0 lead into quarter number 2 down in Hermiston territory when we return on AM 1360 KOHU. from the back, Judge, towards where a big pile of bodies created some space for Hayes to flush out of the amoeba into the end zone.
And I believe it was just called holding. So he did catch it. He did pick up the first down. Well, that's going all the way down to the 1 yard line where they're going to mark it off from?
I think the 2 maybe. Apparently the 3 or the 2.
So it should have been a first down.
Just depends who you watched.
Yeah, so a 13-yard pickup for Hayes. Wow.
Second down, about 4 to go from the 12. Hayes again running to the right side. Hayes cut back to his left, still on his feet, bounce off a tackler to the right into the end zone, touchdown. Kanan Hayes, couple of different times on this drive, went through the teeth of the defense and bounced to the outside, and that time he got into the end zone for a score.
Yeah, I was kind of confused there, Eric. That should have been a first down. On the other play, he got all the way down to the 2, which was in first down territory, and the hold came at that point. That's all right. He got the touchdown and he got the first down that time.
Extra point is the through, and the lead is 16-0. 11:46 on the clock here in quarter number 2, the final night of the regular season. Kennewick trying to put up some big numbers for the seating committee as they start to figure out what they're going to do with the 32 teams who are going into the WIAA's opening round. They then reseed as they get down to 16 teams. So Lions trying to bounce back from 2 consecutive losses, and they're off to a good start. What's Hermiston's offense got to do to find some mo?
They have got to get the quick hitters up the middle. They just absolutely have to be able to start. I mean, Kennewick has shown that they're gonna take some chances out there, and they're gonna make Hermiston try and go, throw the ball out, and it takes too long for Hermiston to get the ball out where they wanted to. And with Kennewick's speed, they are able to go ahead and knock it down there. Right now, they just have to be able to go ahead and they got to get their first down, Eric, and that's just the biggest problem right now. Get their first down in this game.
Columbia Orthodontics scoreboard, Richland 6, Kamaikan 0, middle of the opening period at Lamson Stadium. Welty and Starr back to return the kick from Tanner Chavez. And this time the senior Welty's going to have a chance at the 8-yard line, moving middle of the field at the 10. 15 spins off of a tackler and then is plowed down by senior John Wright. At the 20. Return of 12, and with 11:40 left in the second quarter, Hermiston down 16-0.
Yeah, get that first down, get some confidence going right now, because that's what they're not getting right now is any confidence plays. They're playing, not bad defense. Again, but Kennewick's size is going to start taking a toll, but get that first down under their belt and see where we go from there.
Freshman Kyle Stasek, first down and 10 from the 20, slaps his hands together, moves a man left to right, play action, throw it out to the right side, low pass, skipped it short of the intended receiver, Tabor Mills, on a wide receiver screen. It's the 2 freshmen. Now, note Braden Medeles did play earlier this afternoon, one of those rare stacked nights where there's a freshman game ahead of the varsity game. That's in part because we're playing on a Thursday. So Medeles played some of that game. He is available for 2 quarters in this one. Second down, 10 to go. Stasek throws right side, intercepted. A little bit too far out of the reach of his receiver. Dane Chavez has the pick. Dane Chavez cuts back to his right inside the 5. He's into the end zone. An interception returned for a score, 25 yards.
Yeah, that's not what you needed there. It's that's what's happening whenever you're having to go so far out, Eric, and try and get that little cut across the middle there. If you're trying to lead somebody across there, that's when you start running into a little bit of trouble because of the speed.
Good play by Chavez to rein that one in. Dane and Dirks, both basketball guys as well. Handful of them playing for both of these programs. The kick is true, and the Lions lead is 23-0. 11:25 on the clock here in quarter number 2. Bulldog football on your hometown radio station is brought to you by the Umatilla Electric Cooperative. If you're looking to grow your business, ask about the Umatilla Electric Revolving Loan Fund and visit the UEC Business Resource Center, Umatilla Electric Cooperative. You're also listening to Bulldog Football possibly on GoHermiston.com and Mixler.com. Our web streams are powered by Blue Mountain Networks. Elevate your online connectivity with lightning-fast speeds and unlimited data usage, unparalleled reliability and performance from Blue Mountain Networks. 11:25 in quarter 2, 23-0, Kennewick's lead. Nathan Welty, big kick return for a touchdown in the second half last week. Got Hermiston the lead back. They did lead that thing 20-14 after the Welty kick return for a touchdown, and then Pasco just rattled him off. Paul Starr, the freshman again. Left, right, Starr hauled down. Flag out as he's pulled down maybe a little bit high there on the tackle.
Get a face mask. Yep.
It is personal foul face mask. So that'll move it out to the 25. Hermiston does have a better starting position here, even across the 25, but still looking for some way to get this offense clicking. Cash Edwards will be in the H-back position. To the right shoulder, Stasek in the backfield. McCamey behind him. And Hermiston running on Jackson Gallinger late. So Hermiston will have to call a timeout. We'll take a break as well. 23-0, Kennewick leading, 11:19 left in quarter number 2. On to the first play out of the Hermiston timeout is a stop for no gain, trying to run to the right side. Cooper Neer, the inside linebacker, who's a junior. His head coach says he's really become the leader of this group, calls the plays, lines people as well. Second down and 10. Stasek will move Welty in motion left to right. Toss to him. Fly sweep out to the right side. Welty tried to get to the edge. And just too much speed on that Kennewick defense as Welty is pulled down by Hayes and Chavez.
Yeah, it's just too long a play to develop, Eric, and they got way too much quickness and strength right now.
Stasek on third down and 12, rolling left, deep ball underthrown and intercepted by Lizama. Lizama wants to get out to his sideline, moving to left, got past Welty, has Chavez in front of him blocking, and then pulled down from behind. No, blocks, breaks the tackle, comes back out to the right. Welty's the one man who can chase him down, and Lizama into the end zone. There are flags out and bodies strewn all over the place. Lizama returns it 37 yards, 38 yards for a score. Markers rolling everywhere as bodies pick themselves back up off the ground.
The only thing probably in this area here is probably a crackback block.
Stasek, he's coming to his left and just wasn't able to put nearly enough
They called a hold
behind the throw. No, it was two illegal crackback blocks.
Okay.
And they declined one of them. Or blindside block, either way. So the penalty is going to be assessed. It's going to be I said there were bodies all over because there were two illegal blocks, and they'll take the one that was at the 25-yard line and push the Lions backwards. So Lizama gets the pick. Second interception thrown by Stasek. Kennewick hits the ball on the 40-yard line, attacking left to right. The road white uniforms, black numerals trimmed in orange. Hermiston, it's an all-black uniform. Purple numerals trimmed in gold. Driver's back in at quarterback. He'll empty Roberts out of the backfield out to the right. Empty backfield. Driver, quick throw out to the left side. Completes it to Taylor. Chase Taylor breaks a tackle. Far sideline. Shoved out of bounds inside the 20 as he is chased down. Henderson out there. And on to the help is Colby Kelly. But a big interception for Hermiston back. Picked off Chiawana. First down yardage, though. 21-yard gain on the throw to Taylor, who's been an active early target here. Taylor is alone to the left. Roberts a step behind Driver on first down and 10 at the 19. Junior quarterback turns, puts it in the belly of Roberts, who takes running out the left side. Burst of speed, first down yardage, shoved out of bounds on the far sideline, down at the 7-yard line.
Looked like Tanner Wicks.
Hunter Hansel's out there as well, getting some run at the secondary. With 9:40 left in quarter number 2, they'll spin the clock with the Lions up 23-0. Tight end to the right, it's Tanner Larson. Roberts again in the backfield. First down and goal. Roberts running right. Roberts following blockers, pulled down the 2-yard line. Got a 5-yard run running behind J.C. Cadenas and Benjamin Edwards on the right side of the line. Mentioned earlier in the starting lineups, Mays Mayovsky, a sophomore left guard, getting the start there tonight. 6'1", 265. Miles' younger brother starting because they took an injury last week and a non-contact play against Kamiakin. Second out and goal about the 3-yard line. Put all the power in the backfield, hand to Roberts running left side, and he's got a huge hole into the end zone. 3-yard touchdown run, and the Lions extend their lead.
Yeah, that time there, that they went right off Majowski and just right off his hip in between the guard and the tackle there. Just push in, push in, push in. That's a lot of heft to try and to save yourself to keep out of the end zone.
Chavez on the extra point, and he's got it through. Lions lead is 30-0. 8:29 on the clock in this second quarter. Coming up at halftime, we are going to step aside from the athletics programs here at the high school and a conversation with a group from the play that is halfway through its fall run. The drama department is putting on Radium Girls. They had their first 2 shows last Friday night, and then Wednesday evening. There will be a show tomorrow night at 7 o'clock, and then 2 shows on Saturday, a 2 o'clock matinee, and then the closing event of this fall run for the drama department is at 7 o'clock on Saturday night. The group joined me on the Odds and Ends program a little more than a week ago here during the morning, and so I pulled segments from that interview back, and we will hear that when we get to halftime. And that spotlight is brought to you by the Hermiston School District.
Paul Starr is wearing number 20.
Starr is to the right, and Nathan Welty to the left, both standing around the 5-yard line. High, short kick. Welty will come up and take it on the run at the 14. Wants to move out to his left, hesitates, breaks a tackle. He's at the 20, tripped up. Had a seam on the near sideline and just lost his balance. Probably cost another 10 yards, and the Bulldogs start just across the 20-yard line.
But, you know, that's a positive. He came after that ball, Eric. He wasn't going to wait for anybody else to, you know, come get the ball. He went after it, and a good job. Just unfortunately got heel tripped right there and slipped a little bit afterwards right at the 20-yard line.
The vision we saw in that touchdown return on the kickoff last week, just really seeing lanes well right now. Edwards is late on before this first down and 10. He's lined up H-back right. McCamey in the backfield takes the handoff, running left side and right into the midst of John Wright. The senior defensive end lays on top of him on the 20, a loss of 1.
Yeah, that one there, Eric, that came right off the right end where the H-back had just moved in to block, take the defense, the number 25, the defensive tackle, and slid right in behind him to make that tackle.
Second down, 11 to go. 2 receivers each way. In motion, Young left to right. Stasek to throw. Back over to the left side. Dumps it underneath to McCamey. The screenplay's got some space. McCamey breaks a tackle across the 30 and then is driven back. A really, quite frankly, beautiful open field tackle by Chase Taylor.
I think they gave him a first down, too. I think 11-yard pickup that time.
Bulldogs get to move the chains for the first time tonight. Down 30-0, 7:33 left in the second quarter. First down and 10 at the 33. The freshman turns, fakes it to McCamey, rolling right, dumps it quickly to Edwards. Edwards out to the outside, breaks one tackle, and then is pushed back after he gets to the 36-yard line. But a completion into the hands of Cash Edwards.
Nice job that time. That was a lot quicker. If you're going to roll, that's a lot quicker play to do. Roll to it, throw to it.
Nathan Welty out wide to the left side. And Ryan Allen inside of him in the slot. Stasek hands off and just nowhere to go. Trying to run left again, and it's immediately snuffed out by this Lions defense on a McCamey attempt.
Yeah.
Third down, 8 to go. 34-yard line. Stasek. 3 options to his left with Edwards that way as well at the H-back. He'll go deep right side, too tall for Nate Henderson. Defended well up top by Alex Pursley.
Pretty well thrown football that time, you know. It was just too well defended. It had to be up there a little bit higher, but they were right all over that. They had also a deep back that was probably about another maybe 6 yards deeper, but inside the field a little bit more to help out.
6:13 left second quarter, 30-0. The Lions will get the ball back. Ethan Velasquez does have some space with it to work on this punt. From his 20, gets a good snap, gets it away high into the air. Pursley will call for the fair catch and secure it at the 38-yard line. So the Lions back on their offense. Defense will go back out there. Omar Lara Garcia is going to come in at a tackle next to Dominic Echeverria, a couple of Hermiston seniors. And really the story of the two. Echeverria has been with this program the whole time. Lara Garcia played as a freshman, then he didn't play for 2 years. Came back to David Phi Tete this year, said, hey, I want to play. And he's been working and working and working, has not seen much time, but as the injuries have mounted, they needed another guy in there. He gets a start on his senior night at tackle. First down and 10 from the 39. Handoff Roberts, stretch out to the outside. Roberts has some space across midfield, tripped up into Hermiston territory down to their 45-yard line. James Young with the open field tackle after a 15-yard gain. Halfway point of quarter number 2. And a 30-0 lead for the Lions. They'd like to add on to that. Chase Taylor is alone to the left side, short side of the field with the ball on the left hash mark. Split backs in the backfield with Hayes and Roberts in there alongside Driver. Fake to Roberts, give to Hayes. Hayes bursts to speed out to the right side, breaks a tackle. He's at the 30, 25 near sideline, 20, 15, 10, 5. Hayes to the end zone, the touchdown run.
Nope, they called him out at the 2-yard line.
Sure.
What was that? A 47?
40? No, it was from the 46. So
44 yards.
44 yards
For Hayes.
Kanan Hayes, he's been into the end zone once already. I guess I will watch back the huddle and see if maybe he was not into the end zone twice already. Hayes is in the backfield with Driver. First down and goal from the 2 flag out. Took too long. So first down and goal from the 7.
Well, you know, that's one thing. Hermiston has been clean as far as penalties go, and Kennewick's got all the penalties right now for 30 total yards on 4 penalties.
They did jump off sides on that PAT, but Kennewick declined it.
Right.
So, not like last week, first down and goal from the 7. Still Hayes to him. Hayes running left. Hayes, big push again behind Majovsky, and then Robbie McMillan. Where are you taking him? Taking him to the bus. Just kept blocking and blocking and blocking and down blocking all the way into the back of the end zone. And Hayes, a easy, clean run behind that.
Yeah, that's awful tough. When you get behind that left tackle and left guard, and then their center is no small person either, you know, that left side is just dominant.
Tanner Chavez for the extra point. It's through. And 5:25 left in the second quarter. Kennewick's lead is now 37-0. You're listening to Bulldog Football here on AM 1360 KOHU. Trips out left for Stasek. Back to his right. Stasek looking left. Steps up in the pocket this time. Racing out to the left side. Welty came back towards him. He'll deliver to Welty at the sideline. Incomplete. He was hoping Welty would take off the other direction as he ran towards him. On that scramble drill, usually the receiver then will start to clear because it does two things. One, it gives you an option to throw over the top if he gets a step on his defender. And two, it clears space in case he decides to pull it down and scramble. But instead, an incompletion means a paused clock with 4:12 left in the second quarter. And the Bulldogs have to scramble on sophomore Caleb Quincenada, who's actually the third quarterback on the roster tonight. Velasquez gets the snap, kicks it high. Fair catch taken and secured by Persley. Good field position for Kennewick at their 37-yard line. Excuse me, at the Hermiston 37-yard line.
Yeah, this is, you can't play short fields, Eric. Right now, Hermiston's trying to survive playing short fields, and it doesn't usually bode well for a team that's having to give up short fields all night.
Colby Kelly is next to Cole McCamey at the inside linebacker positions on this 1st down and 10 from the 37. Kelly has played some safety for this team this season. Deep ball right side for everything, behind everybody. A touchdown, Dane Chavez pulls it in. 37-yard pitch and catch. And the Lions have a 43-0 lead. Going for everything. And Dominic Driver put it right on the money. Driver's the holder. Tanner Chavez will attempt another extra point. And it is through. 44-0. 3:55 left in quarter number 2. And there's a piece of this where it makes sense. Kennewick knows they are hoping to play for another month. So if you can shorten the game, shorten the game. Get it
Absolutely.
So you got the 40-plus lead at halftime, so it's a running clock second half.
Absolutely. That's what Hermiston should have been trying to do, shorten the game by running the ball up the middle a lot more. And Kennewick, you're right. Because, Eric, I think it was just that they made that quarterback switch to give him, Parker, an opportunity to get a series in. I was watching over there, and, Driver was standing right next to the head coach, and they were talking about different plays as Parker was doing it. You'll probably see Parker the whole second half, in this offense.
A 35-point second quarter has Kennewick in front 44-0. 3:55 left, the kickoff. Paul Starr, the freshman, has it at the 5. Coming left side at the 15. He stops and is dropped. Just a little bit unsure on those kick returns, and it's kind of the cardinal sin. Don't stop moving.
No, you stop moving, you're asking to get lit up. And that's what you're taught to do. If all of a sudden you get a player that stops like a deer in the headlights and isn't moving to hit the center of it.
He is a freshman, just like the quarterback. It is a young group because there's a bunch of sophomores being relied on as well. As 1st down and 10, Stasek, quick throw towards the senior off of the fingertips of the defensive back. Lizamo has already got an interception tonight, just too far out on a slant play to Welty. The Bulldogs without Hayden Larson. The Bulldogs are also without Dale Krebs. Krebs intercepted a ball in the second half last week and collided with the receiver, and Welty. Second down and 10. Stasek to throw. Steps up in the pocket. He'll pull it down and run himself. Stasek out to the left side. Got an edge and is shoved out of bounds into his own bench after a big scramble by Cooper Neer. But Stasek up to the 28-yard line, it appears, has one of the biggest offensive plays of the night for Hermiston.
Yeah, 14-yard rush.
Scrambles for a first down. So in that collision on the interception, Krebs did fracture his ankle. First down and 10. Play action. Stasek rolling out to the right. He's got Edwards underneath. He will throw deeper down the field and on the far sideline. A catch given into Tabor Mills' hands.
For 11.
Yeah, it's enough to move the chains again up to the 38. Now, Krebs
Did they not?
is in uniform.
Yeah, they did.
Krebs is in uniform. Krebs is in pads. Oh, they did not. It is second down in inches. Stasek throws right side. Quick out to Mills. Mills has the first down this time as he's forced out on the Kennewick sideline at the 46-yard line. And Krebs actually, he warmed up with the quarterbacks, which he has done even after a couple of weeks ago. It was turned back over to the freshman, and he got to go out to his favorite receiver position. He has a clearance, by the way, to play in this game, is what David Vaitete and Mike Mosier have said, but they're a little worried. First down and 10, Stasek. Deep ball underthrown and another interception for the Kennewick secondary. Welty does have the defender and finally is able to throw down Chase Taylor. Welty had him by the arm and the shoulder pad and just kept pulling and pulling and tugging. And it pulls down Chase Taylor at the 46-yard line. And on that sequence, Ryan Allen got hit and shake it up. He's talking with Dan Emery, the longtime trainer here at Hermiston. First down and 10 at the 47 after the interception. 3:11 left in the second quarter. 44-0 Kennewick. Dom Driver. Quarterback position, hands off. Dawson Gabers running out to the outside. Gabers, the power back, spins off of a tackler, far sideline. He's got space, 40, 35, 30. Receiver blocking in front of him at the 20. He's pushed out of bounds. Dawson Gabers' first touch of the night, and the senior running back rumbles down to the 20-yard line.
33 yards, 34 yards.
First down 10. It'll stay Gabers in the backfield behind Driver. Clock paused at 3:01 left in quarter number 2. Gabers again, wants to go left again. Breaks away from a defensive end and is shoved out of bounds into his sideline. To the 15-yard line he goes. Forced out by Malachi Covarrubias. Covarrubias was ejected a week ago, allegedly throwing a punch. We were told immediately, for those who were on the sidelines, no punch at all. They did contest the ejection because it would mean out for this week. And immediately after reviewing the film, the Officials Association overturned the suspension. And so Covarrubias available here tonight. Second down, 5 to go from the 15-yard line. Driver turns, hands, Gabers up the middle this time. Hesitates, drives himself inside the 5 near the goal line, somersaults down to the 1-yard line. 14-yard gain for Gabers and first and goal for the Lions. First down and goal. Tight ends each way. Gabers again. Touchdown for Jonah's younger brother. And Dawson Gabers extends the Kennewick lead. 50-0 in his touchdown run. 2:12 left in quarter number 2.
Yeah, and again, once again, they went right behind Majowski and that other tight end on the left side for that easy push into the end zone.
Seven for 7. It is. 2:12 left in quarter number 2. 51-0 is the score. So just for technicalities purposes, if Hermiston was able to score twice and got it back below 40, it would not automatically be a running clock at the start of the third quarter. It's at halftime when it's 40-0 and then running clock. If you get it back under it before halftime, you can avoid that.
Yep.
If you don't, if it's after halftime and you get it back below 40, it doesn't matter.
No.
Because essentially, in the depths of the rule book, scoring-wise, that's the end, essentially, once you get to a 40-point advantage.
Well, Hermiston needs a huge return here. Maybe we can break another one, get a return right here, and get that first one in.
Starr, and he'll be out to the right side. Welty to the left side. Ready to play given, and Ortuno will kick it away towards Starr again, and this time the freshman, he'll let it bounce at the 6, pick it up at the 3, running left side, just a little bit. For the first time in the opportunities that Paul's gotten in the last 3 weeks, just kind of bright lights and also very, very large men running down on kick return coverage against him, and he's just unsure of himself. Stop and go last time he got a kick return. That time I'm going to let it go. Oh, I actually have to field it, and out on that sideline stop. Again, freshman stuff. Kyle Stasek, freshman quarterback, first down and 10 at the 13. Flips it, and Starr flipped down, trying to run the fly sweep. Down at the, where are they going to say forward progress? They're going to give forward progress at the 8. 5-yard loss, under 2 minutes remaining in the first half. And Stasek will turn and hand. McCamey running left, tries to cut back to his right. And that's the thing that's missing tonight. Kennewick gets the credit. That cutback look on the zone read, and Colin Wilborn is just sitting there waiting.
Yep. And that's what, it's awful hard to do that whenever it takes that long to get to the line of scrimmage. Just got to be, if you're going to do that, you got to meet him if you want to get the positive yards in the defensive backfield, in the defensive secondary there.
Ends up getting a yard, third down and a 13 from the 9. Under a minute remaining in the first half. Stasek will take the third down snap. Low snap, pulls it, picks it up, hands it off. McCamey, and he is again swarmed. Loses 2 yards back to the 7. Fourth down, Hermiston is efforting to get themselves to the halftime break. 25 seconds on the game clock. There's 20 seconds on the play clock. So Hermiston, it appears, is going to wait. And they're not even really looking like they're going to run a play. They might just take a timeout as the play clock gets down to 1. That is the case. And David Faitete will pause the clock with 5 seconds remaining. Down 51-0. These teams are 5 seconds away from heading into the locker room. And Kennewick is going to get off of the 2-game little slide that they are on. And they are going to put themselves in. They should put themselves in a home game in the round of 32 next week.
Yeah, and they're going to be a tough team. They're team-wise, size-wise, they're big all around. Quickness all around. Might be the second quickest team I've seen, Eric. Richland might be a little bit quicker. Might be, but they're not as big. They're not as big, and I think they in this conference, I mean, they're definitely quicker, I think, than Chiawana was, but again, there's the size. Hermiston's going to have to punt this. They're gonna have to punt this.
They are not going to punt this. This is the offense.
Because they definitely can't take a victory kneel because the clock will stop with about 3 seconds left.
Well, 4th down and 14 to go from the 8. Stasek takes it, rolls out right. Stasek throws. Nobody's on that far sideline, and the clock hits zeros, and Kennewick's happy with whether or not the semantics of was there a half second remaining or not before the teams head into the locker room at halftime. And you can fill in not looking for another play on the crossword puzzle as the Lions have the 51-0 lead. It'll be running clock second half when we return. Halftime show presented by Devon Oil Circle K here on KOHU. losses in these last 2 weeks to Chiawana and Kamayakan. They are the top 3A team in this Mid-Columbia Conference, and the question is going to be, how high up the ladder can they climb going into the round of 32? Southridge Suns at Wenatchee are making a nice statement as well, especially if you can pitch a shutout in the final week before you get into the playoffs and maybe get a little bit higher up the seeding as well. They're going to be on the road, but where is obviously a big question as to whether or not you can keep playing or not.
Yeah, I mean, Wenatchee's a 2-5 team on the season, but they're playing really tough football also in that Big Nine. And it is an awful tough way to go. And you're right, they are going to be on the road, but hopefully they make a big enough impression tonight that it's not till like maybe the number 2, number 1, number 3 ranked teams down there on the west side.
Yeah, the Suns aren't striking me as like a 30, a 31, 32 seed, but somewhere in the 20s. And there is a pretty gigantic difference between 28 and 21 as far as the type and caliber of team that you are going to open up the postseason against. Hermiston next Friday night. We will be, for the first time ever, on the campus of Eastern Washington University. Cody Humphrey's alma mater, where he played football on the Red Ruse Field. Cheney is hosting Hermiston in a Week 10 crossover game to close out the season for those two teams, and each of them looking for one more W. A bunch of seniors looking for one more moment in their final time suiting up.
I could not read who that is on the left side over there.
It's Malachi Covarrubias to the left and Nathan Welty to the right. It is Welty 5, 10, 15, moving to the right outside the numbers around the 20, pulled down there. And I was wrong, not Covarrubias, it was sophomore Isaac Morales who was back. So, running clock rules. With a 51-0 lead, the clock runs except for scores, timeouts, and injuries. At least that's what's supposed to happen. I have received some confirmation from a secret source that on the 20th of September, when Hermiston is at Chiawana, and the official kept winding the clock after a scoring play, that was improper. And it was frustrating for us because we had commercials to play. First down and 10. Quick play action over the right side for Welty. Welty on the edge has a first down out to the 35-yard line as Stasek delivers it to Welty for a 13-yard gain on the opening play. New bodies all over the place. 3 down linemen. And junior Hunter Brower, the nose tackle over the top of Hermiston center on 1st and 10. Stasek pulls it down, pumps and is sacked. Peter Smith, a sophomore lineman, chases him from the defensive end out to stop him. And Luai Maggio is the other defensive end. That's the 3 on the front line. Project Burrell and Cash Melville, a couple more sophomores at inside linebackers here. Second down and 20 after the 10-yard loss. Stasek will dump it underneath, and an immediate catch and hit. Gain of 3 yards as Stasek put it into the mitts of his junior receiver, Brody Adams. Third down, 17 to go. They'll scramble Tabor Mills off to the sideline. Stasek 2 in the backfield with him. Play action, spins out to the left and delivers it on a wide receiver screen. Some space moving to the middle of the field across the 20-yard line where Young is tripped up. Young gets 3 more back, excuse me. You were correct. Don't grab the eraser. I can see out of my peripheral. Sonny's going to the race. Oh, he said a different number than what I heard. No, I just can't count. 4th down and 14. And so Ethan Velasquez will punt. Alex Bursley is still out there at punt return. Hunter Hansel has to run on late. He's got a rush, 5 on the play clock. They're not, no, they did get the snap off. Velasquez has it. Velasquez has it away. High kick. Bit short. Purswell slips as he pulls it in. Falls onto his backside at the 49-yard line. Just short of midfield. Kennewick will have it. And the clock does continue to spin with 8:42 here in the third quarter. 51-0. And Hermiston, I mean, the piece here that's a reality is Hermiston doesn't really have guys to shift in and out.
No, they don't. I mean, this reminds me, Eric, and I'm going to go way back. This reminds me of how when I played, most of our players went both ways. They were both also on kickoffs, also on returns, also on everything. But we are also 1/3 the size of a high school that they are right now.
Elias Aguayo in the backfield takes a handoff from Bradley Parker. Up the middle, Aguayo goes. And to Hermiston territory at the 45, where he's pulled down by McCamey on a 5-yard run. Aguayo is a senior at running back. We saw Bradley Parker for a series in the second quarter. He's back in at quarterback. Cameron Owen is a senior wide out to the right side. 3 options left on second down and 5. 4 down linemen for Hermiston. Straight drop, Parker to throw. Left side delivered and dropped. In and out of the hands of Dominic Cisneros. Another senior for this Kennewick team. Brody Davis, a junior at another wide out position. And Jacob Ball, a senior. And this is the difference in the two, right? Is Hermiston, they don't have seniors who are getting in the running clock, getting their last opportunities possibly to get to play a little, because they have a very large senior class at Kennewick. It's obviously the numbers are a big deal. 3rd down 5, and Parker, right timing, will keep on a quarterback keeper out to the outside. Nathan Welty grabs him, throws him towards the sidelines, and eventually Parker stumbles out of bounds. Gain of a couple. Spot all the way up to the 42-yard line. 4th down and 2. And actually, Lions will keep the offense out there at Hermiston's 42-yard line. Pistol set. Aguayo behind Parker. 4th down and 2. Left hash mark. Hand off to Aguayo. Aguayo burst of speed. Pulled down by Stephen Hoffbauer. Down to the 34-yard line. The Lions will move the chains and keep things going as the clock is now at 5:40 left in quarter number 3 of this running clock, second half. Hoffbauer in there at a defensive end. Malachi Covarrubias at another D end. Micah Wald is in at a D tackle right now. 1st down and 10. Handoff again. This time eluding out to the right side. Aguayo gets
Fumble.
the ball knocked out. Hermiston takes it away. Aguayo just kept going and going and going, and eventually Hermiston knocked it out, and Cam Vanoy recovered at the 32-yard line.
74. Salazar recovered.
No. Guillermo Salazar is not available since he broke his leg. Hoffbauer is wearing his number tonight.
Okay, then it was Hoffbauer that picked it up.
Vanoy was the one who handed it to the official. Number 4. But he could have got it from Hoffbauer. 1st down and 10. Left hash mark, 32. Stasek pumps, rolls out left, will throw over the top into Mills' hands. Tabor Mills into Kennewick territory. Pulled down inside the 40-yard line. Mills credited all the way down to the 37.
Taylor Mills is on the reception for the Bulldogs.
Oh.
Ineligible man downfield is indicated against Hermiston. Hoffbauer has to come off the field.
There's a flag on the play.
I mean, it was a little bit slow developing as Stasek rolled out to the left. I guess somebody could have strayed.
It's going to make it 1st and 15 for the Bulldogs.
4 minutes left in quarter 3. Mills is back out wide to the left side. Paul Starr, slot right. Welty outside right for Stasek on 1st and 15. Stasek rolling right side. Sets up, deep ball for Welty, looking for everything, underthrown, another interception. And Welty will pick up and deposit Jonathan Ortuno to the ground. Suplex tackle at the 39-yard line after the interception thrown.
Ortuno with the interception.
Yeah, and that one there, Eric, that very easily could have pulled a flag too, because you're not supposed to throw them to the ground like that. If you got them there, you tackle them. But the suplex, we've had it called against us a number of times this year.
He set him down on the mat politely.
Okay. I'll believe that.
2 points for the takedown.
I they, like they said, I believe my, what eyes.
First down 10 at the 45 after the interception. Bradley Parker takes the snap. Her hands off again, the senior. Aguayo running out to the right side, gets to the midfield stripe. 5-yard gain. 2.5 minutes left in the third quarter. I don't know. That's the type of takedown maybe Kyle Larson's going to have a conversation with Nathan Welty.
Mm-hmm. He might be that 189-pound wrestler.
Listed at 180. You wonder which way the program went when they were making those numbers. Second down, 5 to go from the midfield stripe. Aguayo again. And run out to the right side. This time runs into a wall after a 3-yard gain to the Hermiston 47-yard line.
And only that time on the initial stop and along with an assist from James Young.
Kyle Larson and Hermiston Wrestling Program, they actually have a serious problem. They don't have enough space for like the 100 youth kids who've been coming in this fall. They got to figure out if they're going to go double start times or just everybody is shoulder to shoulder in that wrestling room. A favorite in the MCC, a favorite at the 3A level in the district, maybe even at the state level after a second place finish a year ago. Handoff, left side run. Aguayo gets across the 45. The spot of the ball should give him 2 yards and a new set of downs with a minute left in the third quarter. We are just over a month away from the start of winter activities here in the Mid-Columbia Conference. Kennewick boys basketball with the Chavez boys, Dane and Dirks, and others. Probably a 3A, it's them and Wallowa's 3A favorites. First down and 10, run up the middle. Wow, burst of speed and into the second level. He is hauled down at the Hermiston 30-70-yard line. Running down Broadway, I think Zwald was the one who pulled him down. Yeah, Micah Zwald, the junior at defensive tackle. Lions will call that the last play of the third quarter. Their lead is 51-0. We come back for the fourth at Kennison after this 1 minute on AM 1360 KOHU. Eric and Sonny back at Kennewick Field, where the Kennewick Lions lead 51-0. Rapidly moving through the second half, a running clock game in the second half with the Lions seizing control in that second quarter, where they put up 42 of their 51 points. Lions have the ball, attacking left to right, and it's still the sophomore quarterback Bradley Parker in relief of Dominic Driver in the backfield. And behind him, senior Elias Aguayo, who takes a handoff up the middle again. He'll run down Broadway and run into the arms of Mike Oswald. Helped out on that particular stop by Zeb Jones, a sophomore tackle. Zebra Jones and Mike Oswald next to each other at the two D tackles here on first down and 10 at the 34-yard line. A chance to throw. Parker near sideline, completes it into Owen's hands. Cameron Owen, the senior receiver, gets his first catch of the night. Running a little quick out to the right side and down at the 26-yard line, a minute into the fourth quarter. Second down, 2 to go. Right hash mark, 26-yard line. Aguayo bounces out to the left side and ripped down as he tried to come across the face of the defense by Vinoy. 3-yard gain though, and that will move the chains again. The Kennewick up top coaches, and we have a time and a pause here. Aguayo will be checked on, so this is one of those opportunities where the clock does stop. They'll check out the senior for injury with 10:17 left in the fourth quarter. I was going to say, the Kennewick coaches did not come back up to their coach's box for the second half, and Mike Mosier, the offensive coordinator, he's made his way down to the sidelines for the remainder as well here as the final 10 minutes rolls off the clock. First down and 10. Up the middle run for Nikolai Tutunik. Tutunik, a sophomore. A run for 4 up to the 20-yard line. And in there on that play was senior Joseph Lopez. Lopez had worked his way into a starting role at safety and hurt his leg in week 2, excuse me. It was against Walla Walla. Second down, 6 to go. Rolling out to the right side and an opportunity. Parker thought about throwing. Instead, he will race and run out of bounds out at the 15-yard line.
About 4 yards on the pickup.
And Lopez was close last week to returning for the Pasco game. And then he tweaked something in that leg. And so a question as to whether or not he was going to, he suited up, whether he was going to get in. So he got in for a play here on this series. Third down 1. And at the 15, up the middle run to Tutunik. First down yardage, he's tripped up at the 11-yard line. Moves the chains with another 4 yards. Unfortunately, the Bulldogs they had a few of these. Was Dominic Echeverria going to be able to get healthy to get back in? He did end up getting back into this lineup and able to play tonight. Was Lopez going to be able to play? Yes. Paul Schultz, not the case for him. Not able to play his final game on Kennewick Field. 7:40 left to Tunick, running left side, breaks a tackle, pulled down, stopped at the 5-yard line, a gain of about 6.
Colby Kelly on the stop again. That was his second play in a row that he got the stop. And who was that? Tunick again?
Yeah.
Okay.
Schultz last week.
Second and 3 for the Lions.
Hermiston down so many linemen. He said to the coaches, hey, I'll play guard. And so Schultz played both ways, offensive guard for the first time in his football career, and then inside linebacker, received a concussion last week. Throw over the middle on a play action, completed, and a Kennewick Lion touchdown into the hands of Cooper Larson, a sophomore, from fellow sophomore Bradley Parker from 5 yards.
4 yards.
4 yards out. So Cooper Larson into the end zone. First score of the second half.
Dennis Chavez lines up for the extra point.
And Parker's got a passing touchdown. Chavez back on, trying to stay perfect. And he will. The kick is through. 58-0. 6:51 left in the fourth quarter. In a minute, we're back at Kennewick Field on KOHU. Eric and Sonny with you at Kennewick Field. One final time during this football season from the friendly confines. We'll be up at Eastern Washington University next Friday night as Hermiston and Cheney will finish up their seasons in a crossover game. Nathan Welty to the left and Isaac Morales, a sophomore, to the right on a kick return as Ortuno has it away. High and towards Welty. It takes it at the 14-yard line. Coming left has space at the 15, 20, 30-yard line. Welty slows up across the 35, and that's where it becomes a phone booth of white shirts around him to push him out. Good return, though. Bulldogs with 6:35 left have a decent starting position here. Seeing if they can find some points before the conclusion of this one, down 58-0.
They give it to him up to the 40.
Is a very lovely spot.
Absolutely. A 26-yard return. I mean, that was a nice job.
From the 40, first down and 10. Still Kyle Stasek. Malachi Covarrubias in the backfield with him. And quick flip out into the left flat. A touch of 4, Isaac Morales, and he is hit immediately just across the 41-yard line. Morales with the catch. And Cameron Winans in on the stop. Second down 9 at the 41, still on the left hash mark. Welty alone to the left. And Stasek, play action, looking Welty's way, will throw it that way. Back shoulder catch by Welty. Welty out of bounds into the Hermiston bench, into Kennewick territory, taken all the way up to the 38-yard line.
16-yard pickup.
First down and 10, Stasek, straight drop, dumps it underneath on a crossing route, and Morales is pulled down at the 36-yard line. 2-yard gain there. Second down and 8 to go. Morales is out with a bunch of 3 to the right, and it's Welty alone to the left. Stasek. Man in motion. Dump it to Welty. Screen play left side. Welty moving back to the middle of the field and is taken down by Jacob Ball. Back to the left hash mark. Welty to the 32-yard line. A gain of 4 yards. Under 4 minutes remaining. Third down, 4 to go from the 32. Left hash mark set. Stasek takes the snap. Straight drop. Blitz comes. Pumps. Steps out. Dumps it underneath. Incomplete. Split the difference between Morales, who was inside, and Welty, who was on the sideline. 58-0 running clock, second half, 3:25 remaining. But Hermiston still trying to find a trip into the end zone. Stasek on 4th down and 4. Drops, throws, high, intercepted. Coming the other direction, Burrell has it. Burrell cuts back to his right side. Burrell trying to get out to the edge right. Breaks a tackle there at the 35. Pulled down. And for Kyle Stasek, it's been one of those freshman type nights. 4 times?
5 now.
5 times. And we've had a couple of these nights this season. Dale Krebs had this night at Lewiston. It was a early season 5-pick performance. So 2:20 left and a 58-0. Lions will run presumably their last few plays here. Still Bradley Parker. And again, Tatunik. Tatunik running out to the edge, left side. Tatunik caught and dropped. Got out onto the wing, and Paul Starr pulls him down. Starr out there. State champion wrestler Aiden Larson playing at a backer. Hunter Hansel will switch on for Evan Terrio. So Hermiston does have, at least in the secondary, some guys to run on and off. Get some people some reps here in the final minutes. Second down, 1 to go at the 44. Keep for Parker this time. The quarterback running out to the left side across the midfield stripe. He'll run out into his own bench. At the 49 is where they say he will step out.
Parker on the quarterback keeper. Out of bounds.
And there is 1 minute remaining in this one. Lions will improve to 7-2. They will finish in the conference 6-2. Number 1 3A team. They'll finish behind Kamayakan and Chiawana. Although Richland Kamayakan was at the half An interesting Richland lead. High snap. Parker pulls it down, spins around, back to his right. Parker now on the run, trying to get out to the edge, the outside. He does, and ends up into the Hermiston bench and all the way out to the track as he ran out of bounds at the 38-yard line. Enough for a first down, and it will be the final play of the game. Kennewick winners 58-0 the final score. We go to the post-game tailgate show. It's presented by Pierre Ford. We're back.